Good morning, Class 8. Today we will start Chapter 13, Direct and Inverse Proportion. Actually, this is the another book, and in your book, the name is Direct and Inverse Proportion, and it is Chapter 13. If two quantities depend on each other in such a way that a change in one of them result in a corresponding change in the second, then we can say the two quantities are in variation. It means if there is a change in one quantity and corresponding there is a change in the second, then these two quantities are in the variation. Now there are two types of variation. One is direct and second is inverse. Now direct variation and inverse variation, or you can say direct proportion and inverse proportion, we will study in this chapter. For that we are taking some examples. If cost of a pan is ₹5, then cost of such 4 pans is ₹20. More articles, more cost. If a car can move 10 km in 1 liter petrol, then it can move 80 km in 8 liter petrol. It means more petrol, more distance covered. Now, if a speed of car is 30 km per hour, then it can travel 30 km in an hour. If the speed of the same car is 60 km per hour, then it can travel 30 km in half hour. It means more speed, less time to travel a fixed distance. Now, we will study about the direct variation. If the two quantities are correlated with each other in such a way that an increase or decrease in one of them result in a corresponding increase and decrease in other. Now, it means if there is a increase in one quantity, then there should be increase in the another quantity. For increase, it should be increase. For decrease, it should be decrease. Such a variation is known as direct variation. For increase, increase. For decrease, decrease. And this type of the variation is known as direct variation. For example, A and B given above are the example of direct variation. Now, see again, more article, more cost. It means increase the number of article, increase the total cost. And here also, more petrol, more distance covered. More petrol means increase in the quantity of petrol, more distance traveled. It means increase distance. Means for increase, there is a corresponding increase. If here 4 pan cost is ₹20, if I will decrease the number of pan, then cost will be also decrease. Means for decrease there is a corresponding decrease, for increase there is a corresponding increase. Then such type of the quantities are the example of direct variation. Suppose we have two quantities A and B. I am taking them as A and B because these are variable. So I am taking A and B. By increasing the value of A, the value of B increasing. Similarly, by decreasing the value of A, the value of B decreases. Therefore, we can say A and B are in direct variation and the ratio A by B is always constant. For the direct variation, the ratio of both the variables means A and B is always a constant, and this constant is referred as the constant of variation. Means that constant is known as constant of variation. When A and B are in direct variation and A1, B1, A2, B2 are the corresponding values, then A1 by B1 is equal to A2 by B2 is equal to K, where is K is any constant. So we can say A1 ratio A2 is proportion to B1 ratio B2, which is equal to A1 ratio A2 is equal to B1 ratio B2. Now, some more examples. Example 1. Here the two tables are given. Find in which table A and B are in direct variation. If A and B are in direct variation, then find the constant of variation. First of all, we have to check whether these tables are in direct variation or not. And we know that according to the condition, if A by B is a constant for all the values of A and B, then it is in the direct variation. So I am going to check. Here, this is AB. This value is A1. This is A2, A3, A4, A5, A6 and A7. Similarly, corresponding these values are B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6 and B7. Now check. This is 3 by 12. Actually, we have to check A by B for all the values. It means I will check for A1 by B1, A2 by B2, A3 by B3 and similarly A7 by B7. Now this is 1 by 4. This is coming 1 by 4. It means A1 B1 is coming 1 by 4. And A2 by B2 again 1 by 4. A2 by B2 is 1 by 4. Now A3 by B3. A3 by B3. Check what it is coming. 6 4s are 1 by 4. And see from here it is again 1 by 4. 8 4s are 32. 1 by 4. 9 4s are 36. 1 by 4. And 10 4s are 40, 1 by 4. It means each and every value from A1 by B1 to A7 by B7, it is coming 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. All the values, all ratios are coming same. It means this table is in the direct variation and this 1 by 4 is the constant of variation. Now let us check for the table B. It is 4 by 8. It means 1 by 2. 5 by 10, 1 by 2. 6 by 12, 1 by 2. 7 by 14, 1 by 2. 8 by 16, it is 1 by 2. 9 by 18 is 1 by 2. 10 by 30, it is 1 by 3. All the 6 are coming same, but the last is 1 by 3. And because of the last, this table is not in direct variation. Because it is 1 by 3 and all the other are 1 by 2. So, the second table is not in the direct variation. In the first, it was direct variation and the constant of the variation is 1 by 4. But for the second, it is not in direct variation. It is not in direct variation, so we will not find the constant of variation here. Now example 2. If A and B are in direct variation, find the values of A2, A4, B3, B5. Now here it is already given that A and B are in direct variation. Now this is a table. These are the values of A and B. The first one is A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. And here it is B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. And here A2, B3, A4, B5. These are unknown which we have to find out. Now we know that this is already in direct variation. It means I can say that A1 by B1 is equal to A2 by B2. I can say. Why I can say? Because it is in the direct variation. So put the values of A1, B1. A1 is 4. B1 is 20. A2 is A2. And B2 is 35. So for finding the value of A2, I will take this 35 here. 4 into 35 by 20. Now after solving, I am getting it is 7. So the value of A2 is 7. Similarly, we can find the value of B3, and for B3 again I will write A1 by B1 is equal to A3 by B3. Every time I will take A1 by B1 for each and every part. For each and every part, I will write A1 by B1 is equal to A2 by B2, A1 by B1 is equal to A3 by B3, A1 by B1 is equal to A4 by B4, A1 by B1 is equal to A5 by B5, because A1 and B1 both are given to us. So I will take A1 by B1 for solving all the other parts. Now in this way you can find out the unknown variables, and this is the procedure to solve the questions when you have to find out the unknown. And do example 1 and example 2 which are in this video in your fair notebook.